Are you ready?
How's it going, peeps? Wow, what a freaking game. Crazy, on the edge of my seat the whole way. And I would say, honestly, LCA was divided between Raptors fans and Pistons fans. I want to say it was 2 years ago, to the Palace. It was the second to the last home game of the season before they closed the Palace. And they played the Raptors, and we went to that game because I'm a Pistons fan, obviously. And my brother likes the Raptors. He's also a Pistons fan, as he claims, but not really. And half of Toronto was there, so it's really not that far of a drive for them to come down. So they were there in full effect. You could hear those chants. Pistons fans need to be a little bit louder, but we're not talking about that right now. First of all, we're going to start with the Raptors. Kyle Lowry had a fantastic game he could not miss. Got to give credit where credit is due. Dwayne Casey helped make this guy an all-star and a borderline superstar, although didn't make it this year, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. He helped make this Raptors team, and Nick Nurse is not as good as Casey. With Coach Casey, they would still be in the same spot. They would be second or first in the East, so I'm not really seeing a whole lot of improvement from Toronto. So thank you, Toronto, for giving us Dwayne Casey. And he is 2-0 against the Raptors. So you guys can suck it. A big bag of dicks. Suck a big bag of dicks. Pistons fans, you guys can suck a big fat dick too, for all those people who wanted to trade Andre Drummond, trade Blake and Reggie because we're not going anywhere. You guys can suck a big fat bag of dicks too, because you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. Seriously. You don't see those guys on Twitter or on YouTube anymore, because they switch. Now they're rooting for the Pistons. There's a guy on Twitter. I unfollowed him. I'm not going to say his name, because I'm not trying to start no beef. He did recaps the Pistons games after every game. And that stretch we were losing, oh, he lost it. Talking trading to Andre, trade Reggie Jackson, trade the whole team. Dogging the Pistons game after game, as most people did. And now there's a few of you guys out there who stuck around, like the guys who know basketball. But anyway, this guy is now coming around and realizing the Pistons are good. You guys can't be bandwagoners, okay? I don't know where all these high expectations of this team came from. I don't know why you guys think we're winning an NBA championship. We're not going to win a championship this year. We have the building blocks to be a competitive team right now. We're the team that can give the team that goes to the finals a run for their money. Who knows? I mean, anything is possible in the playoffs. Someone gets hurt, and a team can go that far. The Pistons are a good, quality team. Okay? They have one of the best coaches in the NBA. You're starting to see the Pistons play well offensively and defensively. They are ranked, I believe, since the All-Star game break, they are top 5 and offense and defensive rating. That's pretty damn good. Andre Drummond, all those people who said they want to trade him, is the only player in the NBA. Now think about how many people are in the NBA. There's a lot. Think about how many All-Stars and Superstars are in the NBA. Not a single one of them is doing what Andre Drummond is doing. He is the only person in the NBA to be a top 10 leader in blocks and steals. But then, of course, he's leading the league in rebounds. That's Defensive Player of the Year candidate right there. Will he win it? Probably not, because he's been slept on this whole season. Think about that. And you guys wanted to trade this guy. You're seeing Blake Griffin and Andre develop this chemistry where they know what each other is supposed to be doing and where they're going to be at. Luke Kennard makes me hard. Giggity. This guy is on fire right now. Seriously, don't touch him. You're going to burn yourself. He is playing with a passion that is ruthless, and it's fun to watch. He can't miss. And people are saying to start him, and you shouldn't. Don't start him right now. Wayne Ellington and Blake Griffin have a good chemistry going on. Bruce Brown, it's going to hurt his confidence if you take him out. Bruce Brown's going to be a great player in this league. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar or anything, but he's going to be a good quality player in this league. You don't want to bench him. That's just going to mess with the psychology. Luke Kennard's doing what he needs to be doing. He is the sixth man off the bench. He can fit with the starters. He fits with the bench. You put him in as a starter, and your bench is going to suffer. It's going to be a problem you have to deal with next season. Right now, leave him on the bench. Don't mess anything up. You don't. When you're winning games, you don't adjust until you lose. You beat one of the best teams in the NBA. You're not going to mess with anything right now. It's working. I like what we're seeing. The addition of Wayne Ellington, even though he hasn't been, in your guys' eyes, what you thought. He's spacing the floor, and even though his shots haven't been going in consistently, playoff time, he's going to be well-rounded with the team. He's going to know what everyone's supposed to be doing. Him and Blake Griffin already got this chemistry. He's going to be better, and having him and Luke Kennard switching in and out is a pain in the ass for the defense because you just got two sharpshooters out there. It's opening up the floor for Andre and Blake. This team's on fire right now. They are at 500, 31-31 in the 16th currently, which means if the playoffs started today, we'd play Indiana, who don't have Victor Oladipo, and that would be the playoff series I wanted. I said it before anyone else said it. So you can go back in time and watch that. I was ahead of the curve in that one. I don't want to play Toronto. I really don't. Just Kyle Lowry is a pain in our ass. So I'm fine with playing them in the second round because second round is when they choke. Second round is when they choke. That will be fun. But Kawhi Leonard is the game changer for this team. Kawhi Leonard has NBA championship pedigree. He's been there. He knows what it takes to get there. And he knows how to take them over the hump. So that's going to be interesting for them. But I'm not here to talk about Toronto. I don't care about Toronto. Pistons. Keep it rolling. There is a small chance they can get the 5th seed. It's not very likely, okay? But the amount of games and the way Boston is playing, anything can happen. If that does happen, it means we'd play Philly. I don't want that first round matchup with Philly. Keep the 6th seed and hopefully get... no matter what's going to happen with the Pistons, okay? I keep saying this. They aren't going to sweep anybody. They're not going to get swept. It's going to be a dogfight. Pistons fans also need to realize, I'm just spitballing off the top of my head, but either this year or next year, we have a lot of expiring contracts. It means more money to spend. I believe Ish Smith's contract either up this year or next year, and that's the same for Reggie Jackson. I think Reggie's up next year. You are going to have money to get another piece. What you're doing right now is you're developing Luke Kennard. He will be our shooting guard of the future. Bruce Brown, and Kyrie Thomas. Those 3 players are the future of this team right now, okay? And Andre Drummond is not even close to being 30 yet. Blake Griffin is almost 30. This team has a chance to be around for a long time. This could be finally that jump we've been waiting for. This team is hungry and they want to win right now. When we played Cleveland 3-4 years ago, whenever that one was, The next season, we were expected to be what we are right now. Fortunately, it didn't work out the way we thought it was going to. And we're getting the right pieces. You're starting to see this team come together. It's been an up and down road this season, and I'm not going to lie. There's been some moments I've been frustrated. We've all been frustrated. But never once did I say trade Andre Drummond. Never once. I only did a video of top 5 trade scenarios for Reggie Jackson. That's what you guys wanted. And now that he's actually 100% healthy, you're seeing how this team is supposed to be. You're seeing how dangerous he is. You can't just double down Blake and Andre anymore because you got Reggie Jackson making plays. This team is finally starting to come together. And they are going to give whoever they end up playing, whether they fall back down to the 7th seed, or if they keep pace and keep the 6th seed, or somehow move up and get the 5th seed, they are going to be hell for whoever they play. No one is looking forward to playing the Pistons. They might be able to beat them, but it's going to take you 6 or 7 games to beat the Pistons. And you really don't want that for a first-round match, especially if you're someone who's trying to go deep in the playoffs, which the Pistons can go deep in the playoffs. This team's not a joke anymore, people. You guys are starting to realize it. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are coming around. But that's all I got for you guys for right now. We might do some more stuff later. I don't know. I believe the next game is against the Miami Heat. Don't quote me to that. But playoff push continues. Just because you were at the 6th seed does not mean you can take any games off. Every game is still a must-win. Never know what's going to happen. But keep playing the way you're playing, Pistons, and good things will happen. I can guarantee you that. So, being said, check the description out. Instagram, Twitter's in there. Go follow those. I am the king at Twitter of comments, so follow that. And that being said, I'll see you peeps in the next one.